So we have a YouTube family channel that has decided to return their adopted child because they couldn't handle him anymore. I didn't expect to make this video today.
Throughout this entire journey and the amount of effort she's put into this and helping Huxley as much as she can. So I mean, you guys have been part of this adoption journey even before.
Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, click that button for daily and consistent content. Head over to my Instagram, Morali, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this quick fire video. Now before I do, please don't go send any of them hate. They're already getting a lot of hate anyways. Granted, makes sense, but I feel like it just becomes counterproductive. But I wanted to really make this video about this particular channel, not only because a lot of people are talking about it, but because I truly find the story to be absolutely shocking. Rest in peace, George Floyd. But I genuinely don't understand the situation, to be honest with you. They have made a video. They are a YouTube channel that, you know, it's like a family channel with their children and so forth. And they have decided to return their child. They've made a video saying we're returning our boy Huxley, an Asian kid, because he has these special needs that we did not know about, and therefore we cannot handle him. Yet these guys are clearly affluent, they're clearly wealthy individuals and people. They clearly have the money to purchase the facilities to help look after children if they don't have the time to do so, number one. Number two, when you adopt a child, you adopt them in all their glory.
I haven't made this video yet. It's because we've been trying to protect his privacy.
And them having special needs isn't something that makes them negative, isn't something that makes them unattractive, isn't something that makes them weird, not normal. There's just too much extra baggage for you that you take them in all their glory. And if you guys may not have known about XYZ and now you guys do, doesn't really mean that you can now return your child like some Amazon parcel. And I find it just to be a very sinister situation because it doesn't make any sense, and I find it to just be very rude and just sad. Life isn't easy, guys. No, we know that life is not easy. But it doesn't also mean that you can just return your child when things get a little bit too tough, or he might have some kind of maybe autism on the spectrum, or this, that, XYZ, has these kind of, it doesn't mean that you just return them. What kind of message are you sending out to people as well? That, oh, we've adopted a child, he has some problems, we don't want him anymore, bye. Like, it's just way too much for us to handle. It gives up a very ill-fitted, disgusting message that you pick and choose what you want to do in terms of children. And not only that, but it is actually his birthday in a couple of days. And not only that, but the trauma that he's going to experience, as long as on top of the special needs that he has as well, is going to be way too much. And he has to go all the way back to Asia. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And it just seems to me that this is some kind of purchased privilege where you think you can buy what you want and return it when you think you can. This is a human being. This is a whole child. Just because he has special needs doesn't mean that he is not human. Doesn't mean that he's not a human being. It doesn't mean that he should be valued, protected, cared for. That he doesn't have feelings like people. Like, kids are not stupid. And there was a while ago where he was apparently sucking his thumb for too much, and they decided to wrap around duct tape all over his hand, which I didn't. It just was weird. It was very weird because this is where social media becomes even more dangerous, because you have these YouTube family channels and everything becomes performative. Everything becomes so suddenly performative. You want to hold Huxley in your hand and, you know, pose for the likes and everything, and put captions about how you'll never trade him for anything in the world, and, you know, you really like him. But when the going gets tough and things just get too difficult in the real world life, set aside from social media, and it's just doing too much for you, you want to just return it. Like, it just, I'm so sorry, but I find that to just be absolutely mortifying. And I feel like when you adopt a child, yes, it is not an easy process, but it's a conscious process that you have decided to take part in.
Huxley has had multiple meltdowns.
You're not having a good day today.
We never tell you guys the truth, and that's why you don't see Huxley a lot in the vlogs. He's probably having a meltdown.
And when it comes to a child that has special needs, my question now is, if that was your own child that you had birthed, that had these same special needs that you are, you know, exclaiming, what would you do? What would you do if it was your own child? But because it's an adopted child and they're not related to you by blood, it's more digestible and easier for you just to quickly return it and pretend that he didn't even exist. The trauma that he will have as he grows up, more him than you guys, the trauma that he will have growing up you know, taking videos about how he's having meltdowns, and you know, just it came across just a bit weird in that video how she was saying it. If this guy is, you know, if this kid has special needs and stuff like that, you wouldn't be describing like this. If that were to be the case, he hasn't been in many vlogs because he's not behaving well. He's had meltdowns, he gets angry, he gets this. They were emotional in the video as well, to be honest with you. I just felt like the emotions, you know, they are going to be upset about the situation. They're not going to be, you know, gleeful about it. It is a sad process for everybody involved. So, you know, emotions do make sense. Some people said that they were faking the tears. To be honest with you, I feel like you can never really say that about people sometimes because you just don't really know if they're crying or not. So I can't say that as if I know, because I don't. But to return your child, it comes across so sinister to me. When you adopt a child, you adopt them in all their glory, whatever they have. And if you find out in the coming months, years, days, that they have more needs to look after if they didn't have any in the first place, then you continue and you work harder to make that child have a better life because you made that decision to adopt them, not for you to just return them after a few Instagram pics, a few, you know, captions about how you'll never trade them, how much you love them, and X, Y, Z. It's all this performative nonsense. But in the real world life, you wash your hands. Let me know what you guys think about this, because I didn't expect to make a video on this today because this is extremely shocking and just, yeah. And I just feel sorry for the kid, man. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe if you guys want to. Don't send any hate, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.